Oh, Wednesday Night Wrestling on TBS. We hardly knew you, but you also won't be missed one goddamn bit. I'm John Renton with the Retro Review WCW Thunder for March 21st, 2001. It's the final Thunder, everybody. Do 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 do. And I can't believe that somehow I have managed to make it all the way from the reboot episode to this, and all I got left is the final Nitro and the Raw that was simulcast with the final Nitro. And man, I have lived through everything, like just reliving, from the reboot episode, all of Russo's madness to when the company was trying to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. And Bischoff's group couldn't buy the company, and yeah, it just really just went tits up and everything. It's a shame. It is a shame. Because even though WCW I felt needed to go away because I don't think there was any way to revive the brand, there's still, a part of me that wanted to see WCW carry on. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a deep dive, or, from a fan's perspective, on the final Nitro and the final Raw, because Vince McMahon, 2 days after this, buys his competition. And I'm also debating whether I'm going to retro review the entire invasion angle. Let me know in the comments if you want me to. So, recaps of the ass kissing, where Flair and Jarrett kissed Dusty's dirty donkey, if you will. Have fun unseeing that. If I had to picture this stuff, then so do all of you people. The team of Air Raid, Styles and Air Paris dressed as fighter pilots, because why not? They took on the Young Dragons in a match that happened. There was some flippy shit. There were also a lot of just, moments where the guys stood around to basically do nothing, except wait for their next big move. And a weird sling blade variation, 1, 2, 3. The Young Dragons get the victory. Here's Dustin. He talks about the ass kissing. We see more video. We need to be reminded of this happening because nobody can get enough of Dusty's dirty donkey, evidently. This, boy, that just sounds more perverted the more I say it, so I'm probably going to keep saying it. He has a bag, and it's a pin the Nate on the Jackass game. It's a board game because, he kissed Dusty's dirty donkey. Why the fuck not remind us? And this was bad comedy. He has chapstick and mouthwash, says, oh, your breath smell bad. Who let the dogs out? He had to, get the crowd a couple times, he had to say it a couple times to get the crowd into it. And then a hotel key for him and the donkey because bestiality sex. 2005 Kurt Angle needs to get away from here. Just get away. What the fuck was that storyline on about? Judgment Day 2005 was a very strange pay-per-view, and that was, oh goddamn. That Angle Booker T storyline was weird. Flair is on the screen. He yells a lot. He says, you're my employee, and how he's Ric Flair, more yelling and woo, and that you're going to face Jarrett Scott Steiner tonight. And he says, oh, you know this? Yeah, that's Four Horsemen. No, kiss my daddy's ass, because why the fuck not? Why not remind us that Dusty's dirty donkey was kissed on Turner, home or on Turner Networks? Because now it is wild to think that Dustin Rhodes is back on TNT wrestling just 20, under 20 years later, but still now it's just crazy how life is almost a fucking circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Jason Jett took on Cash, Kid Cash. Cash with a C though here. It was Kid Cash's only WCW match, I believe. And yeah, it happened. We got a Billy Goat's Curse by Jet. Cash does some cool dives. He does hit the Moneymaker, but just for 2. Crash landing, 1, 2, 3. Jason Jett is 4-0, and I believe that was the last win that he would get. And then we got Flair and Rick Steiner talking on camera, and Rick says, I want to apologize to you, Rick, for what we said to you, Rick. This must have been a really awkward conversation. And then Miller and Smooth are talking. Smooth says that Canyon is going to see crazy. And you know who you are if you happen to be watching this. We can get crazy. And Miss Jones is also there to be window dressing. Canyon and Animal versus MI, Smooth, and Miller. Okay, this match went over 10 minutes, and it didn't need to. And Miller tripped Canyon, splash, 1, 2, 3. MI Smooth's last match, I believe. At least in WCW, because he would retire shortly after this. Hugh Morris and Rick Steiner, and you know what? I didn't care. Steiner stalled for like half of it. We got a referee distraction, a low blow, and we got a chair in there, and then Rick got, Shane got in there and basically Shane got in there after Rick basically called him out, and then there was a bit more awkward stuff, and you thought the match would actually be over. No, it wasn't DQ'd. German suplex after a cash shot, 1, 2, 3. Hugh Morris pins Rick Steiner. Why was there no DQ called? Who knows? So, Shane Douglas has a video where he's by some pallets, and the camera's so out of focus, he wants payback on Rick Steiner, and then he wants to go after another Rick, in Ric Flair. And that was pretty much it right there. That was Pretty much what this was. It was really out of focus. He had to get like right in camera basically to get it in focus. Skipper, Kid Romeo, and Chavo versus Helms, Kidman, and Ray. Well, it wasn't dull. I'll give them that, and they did some good shit. And it was about 11 minutes, and it was well paced. And Kid Crusher on Kid Romeo 1, 2, 3. So many kids, a kid actually being legit crushed right here. So there we go. Palumbo and O'Hare talk about Team Canada. Palumbo then took on Mike Awesome in a match that was awkward. It was a good idea in theory. It also didn't need to go 9 to 10 minutes. And we get an awkward step spot. We get a weird chair spot. It was blocked by Palumbo. Palumbo's like, no, I blocked chair, and then I hit you. Storm comes down to attack Palumbo. O'Hare eventually comes down to attack Storm, and we get some weird exchanges. Jungle kick, 1, 2, 3. Okay, bit weird. And then Jarrett and Scott Steiner are here. They cut the usual promos. So Scott did say, Booker, I beat you like a little bitch. And says, I'm going to make sure that this Monday is your last match in WCW. Technically, he's not wrong. I mean, he didn't beat him. Booker became a double champion to close out WCW, or close out the lineage of the WCW Championship on Turner Networks. But yeah, he wasn't wrong. He actually ended up being like that. And Animal ended up finding Rick laid out. Dustin took on Jarrett and Scott Steiner in a match that existed. Well, Scott laid his lengthy pipe all over the younger Rhodes, and then Recliner for the win because Dustin was passed out. And then some fans start throwing cups in the ring. I think it was only like 2 or 3, but it was still kind of funny they got that much anger from people where they were frustrated and they threw cups in there. Then Booker hits a ring layout both, and then the last shot is of the staff and crew, with a graphic that says thanks. And that's pretty much it right there. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, it's been fun. And, I mean, obviously I'm going to keep making videos, but as far as this Odyssey, got one more, and then the Raw and stuff like that, and then I'll see if I want to do the Invasion angle. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to be working a whole lot more, so we will see. And I'm also going to be reviewing New Japan, AEW, and stuff like that, so yeah, it's going to be a bit weird. Also reviewing WWE. I'm reviewing a lot of shit, a lot of movies and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, got one more show to do for this whole journey. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.